Good morning, ma'am. My name is Jeffrey Pontiveros pa. So today I am going to assess the genitalia of my clients. So good morning, ma'am. My name is Jeffrey Pontiveros po. May I know your name and birthday po for verification.
Maria Pukikapot, January 24, 2005.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Now I am going to assess po your genitalia. So or your private part po. So this is important po to know if there is any signs or symptoms po of cancer. Also to know if there is any abnormalities such as lesion, tenderness, hardness, lumps, ulcer, masses, redness, or rashes po na may indicate po for diseases or illnesses na present po sa ating such as the STDs or the cancers po. So also po, it's possible po na magkaroon din po ng tumor sa atin. So, I ask you po for the cooperation to do it para po magawa po natin ito ng tama and also for affirmation po, nahawakan ko po yung private part niya para po ma-inspect and ma-assist po ito ng tama. Okay lang po din sa inyo?
Yes po.
Thank you so much. So, before we proceed po, let's gather the equipment such as the pen light, gloves, the lubricant, the alcohol, this cotton for the specimen, this the alternative speculum, the alcohol for the hand hygiene. Also, the gown of the patient. Now, let's ask the patient to have the gown po. Isutin na po yung gown naman. And I am now providing privacy for the client. Confirm ko lang po na all the information na gagawin po natin yan, gawin yung confidential, so nakakausap ko kayo, hindi po ito nakakalabas. Okay po. After that, let us now put my gloves. This is important because we have a direct contact with the client, so it is needed to have no direct contamination or cross contamination if there is an abnormalities present to the vagina of the clients. So I have now the gloves, so I am now proceeding to the inspection and palpation to the private part of the clients or the genitalia of my clients. Now let us first proceed to the part of the mons pubis. Usually po, it is checked for the distribution. It is usually regularly distributed po. I see that the distribution po of the mons pubis is regularly distributed. It is normal po. So let us check for any infestation. There is no such thing as parasites naman present sa ating genital or the pubic hair, so it is normal po. Now let us now proceed to your labia majora. So to check it po, let us check and inspect po for any nodules or lesions present or any abnormalities na makikita po. Wala naman ako nakikita. Now let us check also the labia minora for any ulceration, tenderness or nodules, also for discharge presence if there is any. After that, after inspecting na wala naman present, let us now proceed to the Bartholin glands. So Bartholin glands po is upon here. Let us now check po if there is any swelling. Let us ask also the client if she has a history of swelling or current swelling po. If there is any, let us know for the size, shape, also the position, and also the location of the swelling present to the Bartholin glands. After that, let us now proceed po to the next one, which is the urethra. For the urethra po, we need to put we will need to ask the client if she have a symptoms or signs of urethritis or the inflammation to the skin glands. If there is any, let us now check po by putting it first lubricant to the index finger. Now to check it, let us insert this po to the vaginal opening. Then proceed po tayo sa sa superior area. Then let us now sliding it palabas to check if there is any discharge present po sa ating urethra ng clients. So let us check. So wala naman pong wala naman pong discharge na lumabas sa ating urethra. So it is normal po. So now let us proceed po to the next one, which is the internal parts of the vaginal or the genitalia of the clients. So first, let us check the position, and also let us check the angle of the genitalia. To check that, we need to insert our finger. But first, let us put it lubricant. Let us put it inside. Then you can see it all now if one of the angle of this vagina. So after that, let us now put finger to the inside, and let us now inspect or check the vaginal musculature of the clients. So let us ask her to squeeze my hand. And okay, now our musculation naman is malakas. So let us now use my two fingers, such as the middle finger and index finger, to separate the labia minora and check for any bulging present or discharge the urine po. So wala naman. So it is all normal. So let us now proceed po to the speculum examination. So I have here po the alternative speculum. So we need to insert this po ng patagilid like this. Then we need to rotate it. Then ibuka po natin siya. Then lock it po. So basically po, may makikita po tayong opening dyan. Then after that, we need to check the cervix po for any lesion, tenderness, or any abnormalities po. We need to check it using the para mas lalo po natin makita yung loob ng vagina. So upon checking, there is no such thing as lesion or nodules, tenderness po na makikita sa cervix ng clients. After that, let's now use this to get a specimen for pap smear test to check if there is any cancer na sa clients, or this is also important to check if there is any STDs present to the clients po. So let's get the clients, then put po natin ito sa lalagyan. After that, let us now check the vagina by slowly removing it. Let us now rotate it. After that, let us slowly remove. Now let us check for the color, the size, and also the consistency. Also, if there is any liquid, let us also check it. So there is no normal lang yung consistency and the color po. Now after that, let us now proceed to the next one, which is the bimanual examination. For the bimanual examination naman po, we need our two finger and our non-dominant hand. First, let us put a lubricant. For this bimanual examination po, we need to put our non-dominant hand to the abdomen po. And then let us insert the two finger. If it's already inserted po, let us apply pressure to the abdomen po, or to the abdominal wall. And let us wait po to relax it. Then, let us now palpate the ovary using the intravaginal finger to the right internal fornix po. Now, let us palpate the left and the right ovaries of the clients. Okay. So, upon observing, normal naman po yung size ng ating ovaries. Also, there is no such thing as normal naman sa ating nakakapa. So, let us now remove my finger and observe for any discharge or secretion na present when you remove your hand, two hands to the vaginal opening. So, I do not observe naman any discharge. Normal lang naman nabasa yung natin. So after that, let us change muna the gloves for non-dominant hand kasi ipapasok ko pa rin siya. Let us assume na change natin siya. Now let us now check for the intravaginal examination. For this naman po, we need to insert this. Let's don't forget po to put a lubricant to this two finger because we need to insert this index finger to the vaginal opening, but this middle finger po to the rectum of the client. So like that po. If it's already let us balik to the kamay and let us apply a pressure to the abdominal wall. Then let us now try to the internal reproductive structure through the internal rectum wall, with paying attention to the behind the area of the cervix, also the rectovaginal septum, also the cul-de-sac, and yeah. After that, let us now remove, and we are done for our internal vaginal examination. After that po, let us now proceed po to the anus, here po, to the anus and perineal area of the clients. Usually po, kailangan po kasi nakabaliktad siya, pero no check of client. So like that po, the clients already like that, para po ma-check po, makafocus po tayo sa anus ng ating client. So let us now proceed po, let us now inspect po and also lumps, lesion, na present po sa perineum or sa rectum or anus ng ating client. So as I can see, wala naman pong configuration kasi this lesion or sa lumps or ulcer, wala naman po akong nakikita. After that, let us now check for the sacroproccepial area. Nandito po yung part sa medyo taas po ng ating dito. Sa medyo taas po. So we need to inspect it for the tenderness or nodules or if there is any presence of hair sa pilonidal area po ng ating sacroproccepial area. After that po, let us now proceed po to the next one, which is the rectal prolapse. Rectal prolapse po needs, it is involved po the Valsalva maneuver. Valsalva maneuver po is, kailangan po natin i-hold yung nose, close the mouth, and try to breathe hardly po para lumabas po yung air, try makalabas yung air sa ating pera po. Ganun po yung Valsalva maneuver to check for our rectal. For the next one po is the anal sphincter. For this naman po are the anus sphincter. So let us check po for any lesion or tenderness or hardness po or any nodule na mga pansin po sa anal sphincter ng ating cranium. So sorry to dito po yan. So after that, let us now proceed po to the next one, which is to the rectum of the client. So for the rectum naman of the client, we need first to check the rectal mucosa for any tenderness, hardness, nodules of it po. So let's check po for the rectal mucosa. Also wala naman po kung makikita any abnormalities na makikita sa ating client. So also let's palpate the perineal area for any abnormalities din po, and also for any nodules or rectal shelf or an abnormalities po yan na present sa ating perineal area or perineum cavity. If there is any problem po sa ating perineum cavity. Upon inspecting po, wala naman po akong nakikita. Then let us get po another like this po to get the blood if there is any. Then if there is any more blood, let us proceed for to have a blood test to check if there if ano po yung abnormalities na present sa ating clients. After that po, we are done po sa ating examination, but let us don't forget po to have a nursing diagnosis, a collaborative problem solution to the ano po, and also make a necessary referral po if it's needed, if may napansin po tayong abnormalities sa clients na ating ina-assess. After that, let us do the aftercare. Let us now dispose this. And let us ask the client to put his dress or clothes para makapag-bihis na po siya ng maayos. And that would be all po. Thank you for listening, and let's proceed po to the next one, which is the mail. Thank you so much.